the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The action tonight will be happening out in Los Angeles, where the Clippers will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. For the Timberwolves, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. And tonight, we'll get a look at former number 1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins. Great size and athleticism. Kenny, in your mind, will he ever be a superstar?
Oh, well, it's a chance. We know he could score. His defensive intensity hasn't always been up there. And I think if he improves his ball handling skills, that will take him over the top.
You know, he's got to do more than one thing to be a superstar in this league. I think he has the tools to be great, but does he have the will?
Ooh, very interesting question. Very deep, Shaq.
Very deep.
Yeah. Anyway, now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. This game is part of the travel schedule for Minnesota. They've got to feel like, guys, they have an opportunity to rack up some wins over the next stretch of their schedule. You know, they'll be playing a lot of games in their own building.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, and you think we underestimated these guys. I mean, no one was suspecting they were going to be a team to be reckoned with, and all of a sudden now, they're looking like contenders.
I think the reason is they're working together. The game plan maximizes what they can do, given the talent they have.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Jimmy Butler was the 30th overall pick in 2011, and he never forgets the hard work that made him a star out of a small town in Texas. Now, he says, I think it comes from not having much all my life. Coach Thibodeau said he became an all-star, got paid. None of that changed him. I don't think you can change him. Guys?
Great story, David. Thank you. Smitty, early in a season, how many of these surprising losses can really be considered upsets, do you think?
You know, the great teams, they look at it's like a marathon. They're looking to just get better. But I think for the younger teams, they will love to gain some confidence in knocking off some of these playoff favorites or these teams that's been, I guess, picked by us, the media and the fans, as the favorites. But I think a lot of teams look at it as let's just build. It's more about building to the end of the season versus at the beginning of the season.
Let's get a nice clean game, huh?
So the Timberwolves win the tip. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Gibson plays the 4 with Towns in the middle. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. And it's Teague in at the 1 spot. Here's Beverly, rejected by Teague. And he recovers it. Now Towns. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Teague kicks to Wiggins. Passes to Butler. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Wiggins for 3. Gortat with the rebound. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Clippers. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
And the effort down the stretch, those final few minutes of regulation, you know, that's what they needed, but they were burnt out in the overtime.
Fatigue comes into play when games go into overtime, and you saw they just had no gas left in the tank in that loss.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Williams against Butler. Williams scanning the floor. And Butler sends it back.
One of the most versatile defenders we have in the league. Butler's reach also allowed him to get that block.
Here's Wiggins. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the night.
just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And Beverly kicks to Williams. Knocked away. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Now here's Teague. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Butler kicks to Wiggins. Towns down low. He's guarded by Williams. And that one drops for him.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
And Butler sends it back.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
To the middle. The kick out to Teague. Shot clock at 5. The teardrop falls in.
This team loves to run the pick and roll with Teague, and it's easy to see why that's the case.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And the Clippers, it looks like, looking to create a culture change. A team whose chemistry makes it more than the sum of its parts.
You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but it's hard to win if people aren't pulling in the same direction. They want to create the right environment and then find players who fit.
Now, here is Gallinari. His last outing, he had 8 points. Williams against Butler. Williams attacking, and Butler sends it back.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench if he keeps shooting it like that. He has been putrid here this quarter. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And he makes both free throws.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Harris's shot is good.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
Beverly against Teague. Butler feeling out a bit. Gortat with the steal. Williams kicks to Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
Love to see Tobias attack like this. You see the solid hops, the length, proving he's not just a perimeter threat.
Teague against Beverly. Teague finds Butler. Gortat with the block. And here is Harris. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Now here's Teague. 3-point lead. The kick out to Towns. The three-pointer is right on target. Towns has got 9.
And Teague knew that he would be open there. Great patience and vision from the point man.
Williams for 3, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Oh, okay, it's on. Trading blows here from distance.
You know what? Both sides are in rhythm. The defense out there having no effect.
Now here's Towns. 9 points in the game so far. Now the Clippers moving it up. Beverly with the ball. Rebound, Minnesota. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And they rolled over this team last season, beating them every time they faced off.
Yeah, these two teams haven't changed that much, so I wouldn't be surprised if they run the table on them again.
Timberwolves leading by 3. Wiggins with it. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
You start to wonder, in my opinion, is it better to take everything to the rack now or to try at least draw some fouls?
Now let's take a quick look at the numbers for Andrew Wiggins. He's right around 17 points a night, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
Now, here is Gortat. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Williams kicks to Beverly. Here's Harris. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Harris has got 6.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, 1 season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours. And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Gortat. 10th in rebounding, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Now here's Gortat. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Got a piece of it. And here we go, fast break. Towns has got it, and Towns throws it down.
Defensive Butler is absolutely tremendous. Active hands, came away with a steal on that play.
Beverly, the pass to Gortat. And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Scott comes in for Gallinari. And Bradley's subbed in for Williams. Gorgie Dang's checked in for Minnesota. Rose comes in for Teague. Feeds to Beverly. And Gortat kicks to Harris. Block at 6. Begins with the block, and they get it back. Los Angeles with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Clippers trail by 5. Pass to Bradley. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That is his first foul of the game. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And Bahamute comes in for Harris. Minnesota also making some changes. Tolliver comes in for Karl Anthony Towns, and it's Dang in for Wiggins. Here's Bradley. He's coming off a 13-point game against Orlando. Shot clock at 5. LA's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Lets it fly. And the shot no good, a bit short. And so it's Rose bringing it up for Minnesota, leading by 5. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Rose has got his first 2 points.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Harrell dishes to Beverly. Oh, and there's the alley-oop, and Harrell slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Dang. After the basket by Montrezl Harrell. Left side, Dang. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
And Beverly kicks to Scott. Rebound by Jang.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Butler finds Rose. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and three-point shot attempts so far for the Clippers.
And really, there's just such a lack of scoring for them from out at the top of the arc in terms of three-point range. And in today's game, you have to get scoring from the three-point range. And that area out above the free throw line extended is a real weak spot for them so far.
Now here's Harrell. They get a hand on it. Pass to Beverly. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
That's a jump ball.
So it's Minnesota now. Dang passes to Rose. Wants to get it to Butler and does. And the layup falls. Butler's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Doc Rivers, the coach of the year in 2000 with the Orlando Magic. A championship with the Boston Celtics in 2008. A great career as an NBA coach.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The pass to Beverly. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And Doc Rivers came to the Clippers after he avoided a rebuild in Boston. But he's staying put in L.A. for the revamp.
A guiding voice for this team through some turbulent years. I think he's invested in making the Clippers a destination franchise.
Two shots.
The first free throw is good. Steve, with all the emphasis on ball movement, it is good to see some of the young players entering this league with a completely unselfish mindset about them.
You know, the pass-first point guards and obviously the pass-first players, it's kind of becoming a lost art. Like you said, if these young guys stand out, Lonzo Ball can make a difference by just passing the ball. Ben Simmons, Donovan Mitchell played a lot of point guard for the Utah Jazz when Ricky Rubio was out. So you see these young guys understanding the importance of moving it and moving it to guys that are open.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Jones looking for an opening. And there's the feed to Jang. And yes, it's good. Jang's got his first points of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
And Beverly kicks to Bradley. Passes it to Scott. Clippers moving the ball around. Beverly up top. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Magic in Orlando.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Minnesota leading by 8. Rose in the post, defended by Beverly. Jones kicks to Tolliver. Pass to Rose. Now here's Jang. Shot clock at 6. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Feeds it to Bradley. No good that time. Nice D from Rose. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Rose against Beverley. Outside Rose. 5 to shoot. Dang for 3. Can't hit that one. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Feelings are different for everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there and control what you can control. You know, try to help your team win games, play to the best of your abilities. And if it just so happens you get traded, then you got to suit up and play for the next team.
Staying level-headed and ready for whatever's next. That's Jimmy's mindset, Greg, in a nutshell.
And it's fair to say that the level of professionalism and maturity he possesses is really impressive.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain the intensity.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, we've got Dang. Gorgie Dang is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Jones in at the point. Now here's Rose. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland.
He was very active on defense, too, recording 3 steals for the game.
Jang, no luck. Clippers trail by 6. Beverley deciding where to go with it. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
You know, Patrick Beverley, first-team all-defense, Smitty back in 2017. He gets right in your chest. He is a tenacious defender.
He's hard-nosed. He's fearless, not just in your jersey. He wants to get under your skin.
One shot, gentlemen.
That's good from Beverley. And Patrick Beverley last season excited for a bigger role on the Clippers, but knee surgery wiped out his season.
Yeah, and he's in the final year of his contract, Kevin. A lot at stake as he hopes to earn a significant raise from a salary that's been one of the league's best bargains.
Patrick Beverley is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. Steve, now that you've had a little time away from the game as a player, what are some of the things you notice now that maybe you didn't notice when you were playing before?
Well, I think right now the emphasis on nutrition. Kevin, I did not take that serious. I thought I could eat whatever I wanted to. And I think also right now I look and love what is going on technology-wise as far as guys being able to use technology to help their game and to enhance their game.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, DA. Thanks. Clippers with the ball, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. A floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Beverly's got 6 in the quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Jones finds Rose. And the dunk by Rose.
Derrick Rose is a guard, but he dunked that one like a big fella.
And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 4. Outside Bradley. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Well, Avery Bradley coming off a tumultuous season, traded twice, Steve, and battled a groin injury that eventually required surgery.
You know what's not good? All this in a contract year. Not what you hope for. One of the league's hardest working players. He'll bounce back.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw good from Bradley.
Avery Bradley, a 6'2" combo guard. Not a bad ball handler, but he gets most of his shots by cutting without the ball.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Gortat's checked in for Harrell. Harris comes in for Scott. Gallinari, he's checked in for Mbamute. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. Both free throws good from Avery Bradley. Well, and as they will tell you, Avery Bradley, one of the best cutters in the league. And you know what, Smitty? He cuts hard.
And a true professional. He sets a good example. His teammates see how he gets after it. And with his speed, tough to stay with him.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Wiggins. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Pass to Williams. Charity stripe shot. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Teague against Williams. Teague can't hit. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. It's a 5-point game. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Now, here is Gallinari. Over Wiggins. Tips it up, and the second chance effort by Gortat.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Towns. 11 points in the game. Here's Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early, and just one more will put him over the limit.
The pass to Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
Good open look. Avery looking poised with the ball in his hands, making decisions.
Bradley against Jones. And there's the call on Lou Williams. That's his first foul. Towns against Gortat. Gibson. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
How about the determination of Gibson? No one is going to stop him when he skies up.
Williams kicks to Harris. with the fadeaway. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Minnesota now the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's stolen by Harris. Pass to Bradley. And here is Williams. Defended by Jones. Back to Bradley. Towns with the steal. Bradley against Jones. To the paint. Fades. Gallinari with the rebound. Clippers trail by 3. Harris outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. Williams against T. Pass to Towns. He kicks it to Wiggins. Over Gallinari. And it's Wiggins missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. And Bradley gets it to go.
With his wiry frame, Bradley's surprisingly tough. In fact, he may have been fouled there.
Outside Teague. Pass to Towns. Lays it up off the glass. Towns has got 13 points.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
It's Williams with the drive. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
I have to respect how Lou plays. Wiry, strong, no stranger to the +1.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Butler, he's checked in for Minnesota.
One shot.
That one drops. He ties it up. Last season marked the change, Smitty, as we know, in the number of timeouts a team can get, as well as the length of those timeouts. You think it's helped speed the game along a little bit, made it more efficient?
Yeah, I think it has. I love it that the coaching staffs are limited to 2 timeouts during the last 3 minutes. I love that it's sped up the game. I think next for us is start to look at how much time is spent on referees looking at the replay of plays. I think that's the next step for the NBA to kind of speed up the game.
Here's T. After the Clippers pick up 2. Towns, the pass to Gibson, and the shot goes in. Gibson's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Bradley kicks to Williams. Here's the floater, and that's 2 points on the layup. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
That's just 2 tough competitors meeting right at the rim. Someone, in my opinion, had to lose.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out the Clippers, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And when you look at the Clippers, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
They really have. And maybe it's not the time to close the book on their season just yet, but that time isn't far off.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Bradley kicks to Harris. Outside Williams. The pass to Gallinari. 6 to shoot. Over Wiggins. Offensive rebound for 3, Harris. That shot is off. For Minnesota, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Butler kicks to T, and stolen by Williams. Outside Bradley. And he overshot that one, missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Moving on from this game, they're scheduled to take on the Lakers at the Staples Center. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for Bradley.
Patrick Beverley.
Here's Towns. 13 points in the game. They get a hand on it. Wiggins finds Towns. That gives them the lead. Towns has got 15.
And just carrying over from his last game, completely dialed in. You can sense his confidence.
I totally agree. Heat check after heat check. He realizes, man, I'm still hot.
Beverley, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Jeff Teague.
Patrick Beverley is a tone setter, someone who doesn't back down from anyone. I admire his confidence.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls, and the Clippers making a change here. Harrell's checked in. Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Rose comes in for Jeff Teague. And so he hits both.
And you have to like the way he's attacking the defense, drawing fouls and getting himself chances at the line this quarter.
Now here's Rose. 6 points for him. Rebound by Harrell.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The shot by Williams, no good.
And just not able to find the target from three-point range here in the second quarter, although he did knock down one in the first.
That's one of those where you think you've got it, you relax for just a second, and then you're kicking yourself.
And Jimmy Butler's a very physical wing, as we know. Greg goes about 6'8", 240, and he can D up almost any position.
And the strength to deal with forwards, the quickness to cover guards. Also, he uses that strength to attack the rim and get himself to the line.
Rose kicks to Zhang. Timberwolves passing it around. And no good. The Clippers in the lead. Now Williams, 10 points for him. Teardrop shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Williams has got 12 in the game.
Going teardrop, Lou Williams, pulling out all the moves. He's got them.
Rose against Beverley. Butler on the wing. A 23-point game for him in the win against Portland.
You can't forget about how great he was at forcing contact and getting to the line. He racked up a lot of easy points at the line that way.
Here's Beverley. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. High arcing shot, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles. The Timberwolves shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's now 17 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Williams kicks to Harrell. 54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Outside Williams. Shot clock at 6. And the Clippers getting another bucket right there.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Wiggins outside. Kicks it to Zhang. Count that one.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Butler with the steal.
second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
The Timberwolves made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. And the first one drops. And it's tied up with that one.
Another made free throw. He can get on these kinds of rolls. Great focus.
Now here's Williams. He's got 16. And there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. The Clippers have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
Taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You look at the trajectory of Williams' career. Second-round pick, started slow, but his game has aged like a fine wine.
And both free throws good for Lou Williams. One second left. The shot misses. It's been all about Lou Williams for the LA Clippers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much. Lou, in the first half, your offense was clicking. What was the difference getting off to a hot start?
I think we play with a lot of energy, the ball swinging around. They're using a lot of help side defense. We're just taking advantage of it.
And really breaking them down. Thanks, Lou. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. 1 half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Lou Williams has been having a big night. He had 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, I like their effort on the boards because a game could come down to just a few key possessions, and extra rebounds can give you those extra possessions if you work at it.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
Well, I didn't even know who some of these guys were, but their bench came up with some big shots, gave the team a lift offensively. It's always possible those guys will see more minutes in the second half, but at the same time, if you're a starter for a reason. We shall see, Ernie.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
That's a bird's eye view of the Staples Center at sunset. Gorgeous, isn't it, with all of Los Angeles in the background. Welcome back, everyone. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And what can you say? Towns, an impressive effort here.
And through the first 2 quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
And it's Williams with the ball for the Clippers. The lead is 2. Harris and Gortat are up front. Williams and Gallinari out on the perimeter. And it's Beverly in at the point guard. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Kept alive. Tries again. And it's Gortat getting it to go. Gortat's got the lead up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Scooped up. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got 8 points.
I love this about his game. Jimmy Butler recognizing the situation, playing foul line down.
Here's Williams. And the shot falls short this time. And for the Timberwolves, their shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. Right wing. Teague surveying the D. Back to Towns. Over Harris. And Towns the bucket on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Beverly kicks to Harris. And that one hits back iron.
An uncontested look for mid-range. He typically drains that one.
And it's Wiggins missing. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Here's Towns. And he drops it in from the low post. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's a dynamic scorer, but Jimmy Butler showing the ability to make plays for others.
Gortat. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Gortat's got the game tied up here for the Clippers. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Inside. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
When you throw it ahead to Butler, he's a fantastic dunker. Really gets it up and throws it down.
Teague against Beverly. Inside. Here's Harris. He's good with the little jumper in close. 10 points for him.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And the Clippers call time here.
Start it.
We see a chart here for the shooting performance so far for Towns.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Good. Beverly's got 13.
You talk about a player who never backs down. Beverly unbothered by the good D.
Wiggins outside. Pass to Gibson. He kicks it to Teague. Sweet little floater. Teague's got his second bucket tonight.
Teague knows exactly when to release that floater where nobody on the floor can get to it.
Beverly the pass to Gortat. Double team on Williams. Here's Gallinari. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 8 rebounds in this game. To the middle. He feeds it to Gibson. Teague kicks to Towns. Pass to Wiggins. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Well, just think what's happening here. He hasn't found his groove, yet they still hold the lead.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the Clippers have hit the reset button, and you wonder how that affects their head coach, Doc Rivers. Now, he seemed reluctant to lead a rebuild with the Celtics, but he's on board doing it with the Clippers. Even though the Clippers relieved him of his title of president of basketball operations in 2017, Rivers has just signed a new extension that will keep him coaching the team for the next few years. Kevin?
Well, if nothing else, DA, he has guided them through some pretty dark hours. Thank you. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Clippers. Minnesota also with the sub. Jones checked in for Jeff Teague. Here's Wiggins. Pass to Towns. Tipped away. It's stolen by Harris. The pass to Bradley. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Gibson. And it's Towns penetrating.
And a moment to see numbers for Towns. First in free throw percentage, 8th in field goal percentage, and he provides that deterrent around the rim, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in blocks per game.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. And he makes the first. And Towns drops them both. The Clippers have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. Williams finds Gortat. Back to Williams. Williams double team. Gallinari in the corner. Good. The nice assist for Williams. 6 points for Gallinari.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
And slam dunk by Butler.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
That was just a textbook pick that allowed him room, and he took advantage of it.
And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
Here's Wiggins, following the score by Lou Williams. Gallinari against Wiggins. Gallinari dishes to Williams. The 15-footer. Minnesota with the rebound.
And that was an easy one there, just a missed opportunity.
If you give it to him, he'll take that shot every time down the floor. I'm sure he's kicking himself.
So for the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. And Mbah-a-Moute comes in for Gallinari. And then for Minnesota, Gorgui Dieng comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Tolliver in for Taj Gibson. Now here's Wiggins. 7 points in the game. Tolliver the pass to Wiggins. And Wiggins throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And here's Jones. No points in the game yet for him. Butler kicks to Jones. And there's the call on Montrezl Harrell. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Luol Deng is checked in for the Timberwolves. Rose comes in for Butler. Jones against Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Deng with the bucket. Deng's got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Williams finds Harrell. Jones against Williams. And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Bounce pass, Harrell. 6 on the shot clock. Williams, that's good.
Awesome scoring effort from Lou Williams tonight, showing once again when he gets on a roll, he can carry you.
Jones against Williams. The fadeaway, and that one drops. Jang's got 6 points.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Here's Williams. Rose with some nice D. And so it's Dang bringing it up for the Timberwolves. A 2-point game. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Thursday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. And then on Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
The first one falls. And so Jones nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Bahamute the pass to Williams. Another miss by Williams. Minnesota leading by 4. It's stolen by Bradley. Shot on the wing, and it falls over the rim and in. 27 points for Williams.
Well, he can hit the 3. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Rose kicks to Tolliver. Back to Rose. This one for 3. Rebound by Harrell. Harrell's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Bahamute with it. No points in the game yet for him. For the lead. And Luol Deng pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And there's a whistle that goes on Luke Mbamute. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Minnesota, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And so Jones nails both of them. Here's Williams. He's got 27. Los Angeles calls timeout.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Timberwolves second.
You know, when you make a mistake against this team, they make you pay. I mean, because they convert those turnovers into fast break points, and that really can be demoralizing.
Here's Bradley. And the Clippers miss again.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And it's Rose missing. Clippers trail by 4. The 3. Bradley can't get it to go.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
Here's Rose. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Rose has got 8 points. LA has gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Bradley kicks to Williams. Over Rose. Williams can't get it to go.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Now here's Jang. He has 6. It's good. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead.
We've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
The Clippers shooting reasonably well, 45%.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harrell dishes to Williams. And the rejection by Jang. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Here's Jones. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Mbamute. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Lou Williams. Timberwolves also changing it up. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Dang. And it's Teague for Jones. Well, Luke Mbamute, a defensive specialist out of UCLA.
You know, he's probably a natural small forward, but this is a guy that can defend literally 1 through 5. I mean, his offensive confidence has also grown through the years and starting to develop a reliable three-point shot, even making some plays from time to time off the dribble.
Now, here's Bradley. He has 6. Back to Mbamute. 4 on the clock. Los Angeles with another miss. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 6 assists here tonight. And Beverly kicks to Harrell. And the rejection by Jang. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Defensively, we got to do a better job. You got to shut the paint down, you got to challenge shots, and you got to finish.
You know, G.A., he's always preaching constantly. Defense, defense, defense.
And it's his area of expertise, and obviously he takes it very seriously.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for Minnesota, Butler is the 3 with Tolliver at the 4. Teague out there with Derrick Rose, and it's Jang in at the 5. Now here's Beverly. Floats one, and he sinks the layup. Beverly's got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Los Angeles.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Gallinari, he's checked in for Mbamute. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Outside Teague. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, I love how Teague was able to shield off the defender and still go up and finish for a chance at the 3-point play.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Teague.
And as you would expect from the way he plays, Teague is a terrific free throw shooter.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Clearly caught him off guard with that move. Not the guy you'd expect to bust out a spin, but it worked beautifully there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Gortat's checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Towns is checked in. And the free throw, no good.
A lot to like about Avery Bradley's game. Terrific on-ball defender, solid spot-up shooter, and will get you some boards as well.
Now here's Butler. Pulls up on the wing. But they'll get another chance. Jang finds Wiggins. Butler with the ball. Now guarded by Bradley. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Jimmy Butler is on it. Staying alert. Finds his man breaking free.
And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Now here's Bradley. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Explosive athlete, Bradley challenges the interior of this defense, showing versatility on the offensive end.
Here's Butler. Towns, the pass to Butler. Back to Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Scott. Over Jang. Scott can't get it to go.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well. You can tell he is on a mission down the stretch. Attack offensively and build on this lead.
Here's Beverly after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. And Beverly kicks to Bradley. The 19-foot shot. Bullseye. Bradley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Making good choices in the pick-and-roll game. Another area of Bradley's development.
Teague finds Butler. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
You know what? This is a skill set to be able to take the bump and stay on balance after the initial contact.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And the Clippers making a change here. Harris is checked in. Taj Gibson's checked in for Minnesota.
One shot, gentlemen.
Free throw, good Butler. And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul, and he's on his way to the free throw line.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
One shot.
You know, throughout his career, Taj Gibson has proven to be a valuable role player. Pretty good on both ends of the floor. Can do a little bit of everything.
Now here's Beverly. Kicks to Harris. Launches it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. Timberwolves leading by 15. Tipped away. Teague dishes to Gibson. To the inside. Beverly against Teague. 5 to shoot. Over Beverly. Teague can't hit. The Clippers have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him. Now Gallinari. Here's Harris. And count it from 19 feet away.
And defensively, you have to close out fast on Harris in that in-between area.
T kicks to Gibson. On the wing, Wiggins. Gallinari covering. And it's Wiggins missing. Clippers trail by 13. Harris outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Teague the pass to Towns.
And being over the limit this early really can affect your aggressiveness defensively. They have got to play under control.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. He hits the second from the line. Here's Beverly. Guys, their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Bradley against T. Bradley finds Harris. Over Gibson. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Wednesday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Then on Friday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Sacramento to take on the Kings.
And for their matchup with the Nets, even though they should get the win, I would expect it to be a bit of a battle. Just because they are favored doesn't mean it's an automatic W.
Difficult to stop inside. Harris with the excellent feel and touch around the basket.
T kicks to Gibson. Butler on the wing. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Shooting from Minnesota, Jimmy Butler. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
Williams, he's checked in for the Clippers. And so Butler nails both of them. Now here's Beverly. Inside. Here's Harris, and he lays it straight in. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
A big part of what makes Harris a more physical player right now is he has filled out his frame, and he is able to finish through contact.
Now here's Teague. Gibson passes to Teague. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, we'll be headed to the free throw line.
At the line from Timberwolves, Jeff Teague taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why, he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Clippers trail by 16. Harris outside. Williams double teamed. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Timberwolves with possession here. And it's Teague with the ball, but he brings it up for Minnesota. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Wiggins surveying the floor. Here's Butler. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game. For Los Angeles, they've gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good off the front iron. Beverly against Wiggins. Down low. Here's Teague. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Wiggins has got 4 assists in the game. Clippers trail by 20. And here is Williams. Harris outside. Smitty, you're looking around the league right now. Certain players extremely smart. Which guys do you think will make the transition the easiest from player to coach?
You know, some guys that stick out. Chris Paul, I think Mike Conley, LeBron James, obviously. Those guys, they just stick out. You can see their coaches on the floor. Draymond Green. They just have a way because they have those leadership qualities, and also they play the game the right way. They have such a good understanding and a good feel. Those are some of the guys that stand out for me.
That was a good list. You're right. And Towns drops them both. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Hortz out with the ball. Back to Williams. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Still doing his part, but it hasn't been enough. They need some kind of spark.
Teague against Williams. Teague drives in. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Bradley kicks to Williams. To the paint. Gibson with the steal. Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
Steve, Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
The first free throw is good. Smitty, every so often we'll hear about a team holding a players-only meeting. You've been there, I'm sure. You've gone through that. What exactly goes on in those discussions?
You know, Kevin, when you hear players-only meeting, something's going wrong with the team. Right. And obviously, we meet all the time, but when there's specific, in quotation, a players-only meeting, that's a lot of things are going wrong with the team, with individuals, with the coaches or general managers. They are trying to find a way to hash it out, and those are never good.
Now here's Butler. Teague for three. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 5 assists tonight.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, and the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And it's the Clippers with the ball. Here's Williams, and the rejection by Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. And here's Harris from the arc. Hits the three-point bomb. Harris has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
Towns finds Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Explosiveness by Butler. Leaping way off the ground for that dunk.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Bradley. He dishes it to Williams. Misses the three. Timberwolves leading by 22. Outside Butler. To the inside. And stolen by Harris. Gallinari up top. Covered by Wiggins. Gallinari dishes to Gortat. Butler against Bradley. Passes it to Williams. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Towns has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, coming into tonight, hard to say if his intention was to take over the way he did, but as the game evolved, it became clear that he was the alpha dog on the offensive end.
Here's Butler, following the score by Lou Williams. The high post shot, and that one's good by Butler.
And how much longer are they going to keep that foot on the accelerator?
Well, this is less about winning the game now and more about making a bold statement.
Williams can't hit. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Teague kicks to Towns. Back to Teague. Pass to Butler. And they double up Butler. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
So it's Minnesota now. Teague left side. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Jimmy, you have been outspoken about the need for maximum effort. Was it part of your plan to grab wins like the one we saw tonight?
It wasn't a part of my plan, but whatever works, works. I think we got a bunch of talented guys, and at times we forget how hard we got to play. On the road, at home, this is how we got to play basketball.
Jimmy, thanks for the time, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time